So this is Benjamin. He claimed to be a professional painter.
Yeah, I am.
He's not.
I mean, I could have told you that. This is primer, guys.
All right, so we're at the tail end of a long day. How long were we here? What time is it?
It's like 6 something.
6?
6:40.
So we were here for like 8 hours. It's like an 8-hour day. It took us 8 hours to paint this. I did not. This seems less impressive now. Looks quite a bit better in here. It's kind of surprising. But we made good progress. As you can see, like we have a whole crew of helpers here. We have Eric, Carl, Brian, Jake. I don't know why I'm struggling for names, and I know all you guys. And Ben has a potty mouth. I know none of you know that yet about him. He's so unassuming. Ben has a real bad potty mouth when he's alone with other guys. We learned that today. No, but that's basically it. Nothing too amazing in this video, but we are making progress. As far as cost, obviously the labor was all quite economical. Everybody volunteered, but as far as like paint materials, it was like $117 when I went to Lowe's today. So it actually wasn't that bad. And this isn't the paint, this is just primer, but overall not too bad. Not too bad, good day. All right, so we are in here at the shop. It is day 2 of painting. I had a helper here that just left, but I am now in here alone. And as you can see, I have got a little bit of painting done. I have the colors mixed, which was kind of a frustrating process at Lowe's. I went in and wanted to get 2 5-gallon buckets of the 2 different colors of gray that I wanted. The lighter color was fine. Everything went as planned. But when they did the dark color, they found out they couldn't actually mix it to the shade that we needed because they couldn't get enough pigment in the 5-gallon container to make it as dark as we wanted. So I ended up getting 5 1-gallon cans. And it was about a 2-hour process for them to figure out why the color wasn't mixing right and get it sorted and stuff. So, long morning. And I made the mistake of deciding to get my coffee after I went to Lowe's. So I was basically in there at the paint counter for 2 hours falling asleep. But it's all sorted out now. And I've got the light gray on some of the walls. I have about half of it left. And we'll probably let that dry at least until this evening, maybe even till tomorrow before I do the dark color. But it already looks, I like it. I like how it looks in here. I know the white balance between the white balance and the glare from the front there. I know it's a little tough to see, but I like it. I like it. It's gonna look nice. It's going to look nice in here. It's going to be a classy little shop. I'm excited. The bill at Lowe's today was a little bit higher. The 5-gallon jugs of paint were about $100 a piece. So my bill, finally got a trash can. We do have a trash can in here finally. And had to get some more brushes, couple rollers, all that stuff. The bill this time was about $250. So we're at about a total of $350 to do the painting in here. And we should have enough. Like obviously we're focusing on the front here so the contractors can come in and do the carpeting and put the new commercial carpeting in. But we also have to paint, and I finally have a lens that's wide enough for you to get an idea of what this space looks like. This is the office space. And yes, I'm leaving the pink. All the areas with the pink are actually in pretty good shape. It's just the lower areas in the white that there's a bunch of holes that need fixed. So I'm gonna fix all those up and then like tighten these lines up and do the lighter gray in here in the lower part. I think the office is gonna look kind of cool, kind of pink and gray. It's kind of growing on me. I hated it at first, but it's kind of growing on me. And then I think the biggest pain for painting is going to be this back room because it has really high ceilings, which are kind of hard to deal with. And on top of that, there's these areas up here that are a little tough to get to. So it's gonna be a little interesting painting this. Bathrooms need painted, but that $350 should be enough paint to do all of this, I'm hoping, because we have about 2/3 of the primer left, which is kind of surprising. And I really haven't put a dent in the light gray. 5 gallons might have been excessive, but you get a little bit of a discount for buying 5 gallons over the 1 gallon cans. So I'd rather have extra for anything that might happen down the line, or just little things that I might want to paint that I didn't think of right away. Like we could paint the tables. We have to build tables for gaming and stuff. And now we'll have the paint to actually do the under part, like the legs and stuff, gray if I'd want to, which I think would make them look a lot nicer. I did mention I guess it's earlier in this video, even though it was yesterday, that we had about 8 hours of painting in yesterday, and that's not actually true. And we were talking about it after I recorded that little bit of video. The first 2 hours of the day yesterday were spent getting these glass cabinets. And the story with those is that a shop right down the street went out of business, and they had a couple like mismatched glass cabinets. And they had 5 total, 2 of which were like this one. And that one, as is kind of ugly, admittedly, but it's a fairly nice cabinet from like the 60s, I would guess. So it's built quite well, and I know that if we sand this down and paint this wood here and make it match, we could even do it red, would be kind of cool, or paint it one of the grays to match the walls, it would be a really nice cabinet. And there were 2 of them, but in the week from when we talked to the guy to when we finally got there to pick them up, someone came and took one of them, and they took one of the old burgundy ones that have sliding doors and everything on the back. So that really bummed me out, because we were taking the other 3 that we're not going to use kind of as payment, since he was giving them all away, as payment for him giving us the 2 we wanted. We would dispose of the other ones as kind of like a service. So unfortunately, we only got 1 of the cases that we wanted, so that kind of bummed me out. But the carpeting is going to be replaced in about 2 weeks, is the soonest that the agent can get her guys in to replace that. We would be moving cabinets in. I'm going to go ahead and order them soon, but if it wasn't for the carpet, I would order them probably. I would have ordered them Friday, and then we could go ahead and get them in place and actually start putting some product on the shelves and in the cabinets and stuff. But as it stands, we can't commit too much to the floor space out here, because when it comes time to do carpet, it's going to have to all be moved to the back, and that's a pain. But that is what has happened so far today. I'll probably record one more little segment when I'm done painting for the day to let everybody see like what it looks like, but paint feels good. It sucks to paint, but when it's done, it's like a really good feeling, because you see the change that, you see the change instead of just filling holes in the drywall and you don't really feel any different. But see you in a little bit. So here we are. It's the end of the day, day 2 of painting. It's been about a 10-hour day approximately, and I'm not sure how wide the field of view is here. I think you can see most of the place. Got a good chunk of it done. I actually didn't get all the light grade finished. There's an area back here, like that wall and that weird high section on the ceiling needs done. But overall, it's a pretty productive day. I'm really happy with how everything turned out. There was a couple decisions to make, and like which area I wanted to be what color back there, but it all looks pretty good. I'm very happy to see progress. Super tired, and I never ate anything today, so I kind of have a headache and don't feel so great. But got some stuff cleaned up. Things are shaping up. A lot of work. You got to be ready for a lot of work if you're going to do this. I was not expecting painting to take quite so long. I knew it would be a lot of work, but even when this room's done, I'm only about 2/3 of the way finished because I've still done, you know, zero work on the office in here. Still have made literally no progress. Still have all the doors to paint. But yeah, that's it. Nothing too exciting. Just moving the ball down the, I don't know what that analogy is. I'm tired, guys. Give me a break. Give me a break. But yeah, I don't even know why I'm walking around the shop right now, but you know, I really like how this looks. Didn't touch the ugly, weird gold problem area yet. So that does, I do need to make a decision on that soon here at some point. But overall, no, I'm super happy with it. Think it looks cool. Think people are gonna like it. Walls ended up being a little bit darker than I was expecting. A little bit darker than I was expecting. I don't know how that happened. I thought I matched the color like okay. It just seems to have dried quite a bit darker. Because this is actually the lighter gray. And this Nintendo's a little discolored, but it's actually, like if you can see that, it's kind of like in between the two grays. It's not really the light gray or the dark gray. It's a little darker than the light, a little lighter than the dark. So hopefully the other areas aren't going to darken it up too much in here. I am going to put some lighter bulbs in, or brighter bulbs. So hopefully that'll make up the difference. But we're gonna find out together, eh? So that's about it for today. I will be back in here tomorrow because my daughter and my son are at the babysitters. So I have another full day, being here at about 9 o'clock, be here till about 10 o'clock. So it'll be a long day, and we'll try to make some more progress, show you some cool stuff. So thanks for checking out this video. See you next time.